Alright, we'll use this video to check our three mean, median, mode, and range problems. I started out already by ordering the numbers. So we'll start with the mean, and if you watch the one video to help you remember how to find the mean, the girl in the video said it's the meanest one because you actually have to do two different things, two steps. So first you're going to start by adding all these 9 numbers together. Okay, and I've already done that. If you add all the 9 numbers together, you get 802. Then you just have to divide by the number of numbers that are in the actual set, and there's 9 numbers, so I would do 102 divided by 9, and your answer comes out to be right around 89. You can have an estimate as fine with me because it doesn't come out whole. So that would be your mean. For your median, median is just the middle number in the set, as long as there's not two middle numbers, and we'll talk about one of those a little bit later. Middle numbers. So that video, what they did was basically cross one off on each side to help find a middle number. If I keep crossing off, the middle number I have left is going to be 87, so the median is going to be 87. Now if we have the mode is the one that happens the most. So if I look on here, there isn't any that happen more than once, so we would just put no mode. And then the last one is the range of numbers. And to find the range of numbers, it's just the value of the highest number and the value of the lowest number, and you just subtract the two. So if I do 100 minus 82, 100 minus 80 would be 20, so that's 2 more, so it would be 18. So your answer for the range would be 18. Those would be your 4 answers to this first problem. Page 44, number 9, the second set of numbers here, I've again already put them in order, which should be basically the first step that you're probably going to want to do anytime you do any of these mean, median, mode, and range problems. So we're going to start with the mean, and the mean is just adding them up and dividing by how many numbers there are. And the mean is the same thing as the average. Keep that in mind. And basically what we're doing when we find the mean is we're finding about what these numbers represent. Okay, so if we add them all together, I know I get 250. And then if I divide by how many numbers there are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's 9 numbers, you get about 27 or 28. Okay, so your answer needs to be about 27 or 28 for this one. For the median, your middle number, again, we're just crossing off outside numbers here to find the middle. Now, if you don't need to cross them off, obviously you don't have to. I know that I've got 4 here, so I'll cross 4 off on this side, which leaves 21 to be our middle number right here. Okay, if you wanted to cross off, you just do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then you'd have 21 in the middle. So my median is definitely going to be 21 for this one. Okay. For the mode, we need the ones that happen the most. Looks like we got a couple of 13s. We also have a couple of 31s. So our mode is actually going to be 13 and 31. And then the last number is our range, which is just how far apart the top number and the bottom number are. So if we do 61 minus 13, 61 minus 10 would be 51. Take away 3 more would be 48. So our range would be 48. Those are your 4 answers to this problem. Last one is 28, number 7, and it has a chart of presidential vetoes over the years. And you can see there's a wide range of numbers here. Some presidents didn't veto at all. Some presidents vetoed up towards 12 times, and that's something you'll talk about in social studies, what that stuff means. But let's start with our mean, median, mode, and range. Mean, again, is just like the average. We're just adding them up and dividing by how many numbers there are. When I added them up, I got 36. There's 12 numbers, so I'm going to divide by 12. So my mean is going to come out to be perfectly even at 3. The median. This one's going to be a little bit different than the first two we did. Okay, because if I cross numbers off here, okay, 0, 12, 0, 10, 0, 7, 0, 3, 0, 2. Okay? We are stuck with two numbers for our middle number here. This one's going to be really easy because there's a couple of ways you can do this. I can find the number that's exactly between 1 and 1, and there isn't one, so our median is just going to be 1. Another way you can do this is you can find the average of the two, or the mean of the two middle numbers. So if I found the mean of this, I would just do 1 plus 1, which would be 2, divided by how many numbers there are. There's two numbers. 2 divided by 2 is going to be 1. Either way is going to work out. So if you have two middle numbers, those are your choices of what to do. And both of them, if you do it right, will come out to be the same thing. Next, we've got the mode. The mode is the number that happens the most. Now, we've got a couple of 1s here. Each of those we got two 1s here, okay? But the number that actually happens the most would be the 0. The 0 happens 5 times, so the mode is going to be 0. And then the last one, the range, just the highest number minus the lowest number, or the span of numbers here. So 12 take away 0 is going to be 12, so the range is just 12.